everyone. Welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star. If you're new or you haven't yet, please consider subscribing. It helps us feed hungry hippos. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Today is January 9th. It's Thursday. And we're going to do an unboxing. I'm so excited to do this unboxing. But before we get into the box, I want to preface this video with a very important PSA, public service announcement for all resellers everywhere. I just got out of a List Perfectly listing party. If you have a subscription with List Perfectly, it includes access to all of the listing parties, and you've probably heard me talk about them before on this channel. You can learn about anything under the sun at those parties. And you can host your own, or you can just hang out with other resellers and learn. The reason I'm bringing it up is to tell you that if you aren't using List Perfectly, you should be. You can try it for 30% off your first month, and then you have access to all of these parties. And one of the things that we talked about today is super important, and it kind of ties in with where I got this bulk buy. But real quick, I want to show you the kinds of things that you would have access to. So I host a once monthly listing party with my friend Crystal, and we talk about different topics related to reselling. They have a daily accountability call every morning. They have live support with their tech team if you're having issues with the List Perfectly platform working. They have classes on social media. I hold one where we talk about true crime while we work. They have a Friday night one. I mean, it goes on and on. Access to so much learning. It's like a free reseller university that comes with your List Perfectly subscription. So today we kind of touched upon, we were talking about goals for 2025, but the topic of being honest with people about what you do for a living and how important that can be and how you can build relationships at thrift stores, even just at a yard sale, where people will be more willing to give you a deal or go get more merchandise for you to buy. But it's also really important that you build relationships within our community. It's really important because you never know when someone's going to get a storage unit and take out what they want that they like to list, but maybe they don't like clothes or plush, and they know that you do, and they reach out to you. Sometimes somebody wants to change niches. Maybe they're tired of selling shoes. You sell shoes, they'll reach out to you. So the relationships that you build with other resellers is really important, and you can also unload yourself of stuff if you're getting ready to switch a niche. And you can learn from each other. I don't care how seasoned you are, how long you've been a reseller, you will always learn something new when you're in a group, a Zoom call with other resellers. So you may remember, I was going to say last year, but now it's been 2 years because it's 2025. In 23, around Thanksgiving, I got the big box of the Build-A-Bear clothing from my friend Jay. And then last year, I got another big box of jewelry from her because she buys storage units and she had no desire nor need to list the Build-A-Bear clothes or the jewelry. It's just not something she's into. She's now doing another pivot and getting out of clothing. So she reached out to me again around Thanksgiving last year, and said she wanted to get rid of all of the clothing that she's accumulated from all of her storage unit buyouts because she's making a pivot into another niche. Would I be interested? Well, yes, I would, Jay. I would absolutely be interested. So this was actually so much fun. We did a FaceTime call on Facebook, and she flipped her camera around and she went into the closet, and I got to shop. So it was like an hour and a half long phone call where I got to look at all of her inventory that she was willing to sell and go shopping. Full disclosure, I said yes to about 99.9% of the items. She gave me a really good deal, $1 to $2 on most pieces. A lot of it was new with tags, and a lot of it was a lot of one item, which those are the best listings to make. We all know that. You make one listing, you have 50 quantity. It's great. So I paid $450 for right around 400 pieces. She threw a bunch in at the end and just said you can have them. So it's a lot of pieces. And for $450 for what I got, I'm really happy. And then, of course, shipping is going to be added in on that. She's not sending it all at once so that she's not overwhelmed trying to pack it up and I'm not overwhelmed receiving it. So I have one box here. She just mailed 2 more last night. We think it's going to be a total of 10 boxes overall. And as they arrive here, I will do the unboxings on here with you guys. And then I can get to photographing and get them listed. Now, if you're going to be looking for them in the store, I have listings scheduled on eBay 21 days out. And I also have a very healthy bank of listings ready to go on List Perfectly. I think I have like 150 at this point. So any of the stuff that gets photographed, it's first in, first out. So these will be at the bottom of that 150 I already have and scheduled 21 days out. I do like to have a bank and be scheduled because life happens. In fact, when I took the 5 days off for the holidays, my store was still active. I just had to catch up to stay ahead and be 21 days ahead when I came back to work. With the exception of sometimes you get something that's time sensitive. It's a holiday item, a seasonal item. It's a really great brand or something you know can bring in a lot of money. Those are things you don't want to sit on. So if you get something really, really good that needs to be listed now, I don't feel obligated to let it sit in my bank or be scheduled. That gets listed immediately. That's the only exception. So let's get into this first box. I'm excited to show you. It's a great big old mix of stuff. There was a lot of new with tags, kids clothing, which I don't normally mess with kids clothing, but I'll do anything that's new with tags that I'm getting for $1 a piece. There was it's just a whole bunch of stuff. Like it was literally all of her clothing inventory that she had been saving up and loaded it off to me because she's ready to pivot and I'm ready for some inventory. It was 8 degrees here in Pittsburgh this morning. It's been snowing. It's been cold. If I don't have to leave the house, I'm good. So I'll try to intersperse as much of this as I can in between listing jewelry so I have a nice variety as well. I have been listing a lot of jewelry, so it'll be nice to get a little bit of a variety. So this is Johnny Cash. Just a t-shirt. My hair is already in my face. Okay. We've got a Batman t-shirt. This is new with tags, so I'm probably going to be obligated to sell it. Do you know what? It is my size. I'm not selling it. It's like new with tags, and I should feel obligated. But you guys, it's my boy. It's my boy, Michael. I'm keeping it. This is mine. I deserve nice things. I deserve nice things. This is really cute. I'm just here for the booze. She had a bunch of these little Halloween shirts. What's called The Exorcist. This is cute. Let's call The Exorcist. Okay, this is new at Tag Spider-Man. Kids. And this is a kid's jersey. Ninja Turtles. My arms are already tired. Whew, this is work. Okay, so that's the first pile. By the way, these are packed really nicely. If you were around when I got the Build-A-Bear and the jewelry, Jay's the best packer in the whole wide world. And if you're watching this, I still stand by that. She packs things so wonderful. So there was a trash bag in here. Inside of a trash bag, everything's very nice and neat. And there's a nice surprise. I like surprises. Hi, Star. As soon as I saw this, I knew what I must do. Thanks for everything. Jay. All right. And by the way, Jay is a recent converted List Perfectly user. We met at Boss a couple of years ago, which is the reseller event. And we've interacted on Instagram. I've bought from her a couple of times. She's watched my YouTube. And when I came out with the video about back around October, when List Perfectly released their new AI lister tool, she watched that video and she said, well, now I'm sold. So now she is a List Perfectly user. She did sign up with my code, Flippin Hippos, get you 30% off. And so now she comes to a lot of the listing parties and we get to hang out. So let's see what this is. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So this is one of the things that Jay and her wife sell. And oh my gosh. She must have found this one and thought, I had to have it because we were. Okay. I'm tickled pink. I have to act like a human though. I can't be on here squealing like a little girl. Look at that. Oh my gosh. This is the cutest thing in the whole entire world. Jay, thank you so much. I love it so much. Oh my gosh. It is a bookshelf with books. And if y'all don't know, I'm a huge book nerd. I read about 15 to 20 books a month. I have a book talk where I review and talk about books. I love reading. I love books. I cannot wait to put this together. In fact, I host a listing party once a week on Wednesdays where we do crafts. I will build my Legos at those. Look at this. I can't stand how cute it is. Thank you so much, Shay. And thank you for giving up something that you probably got at auction for resale as a present for me. I really appreciate this so much. It's so cute. And as soon as I get it all put together, I'll put it on the shelf over there. I record my book talks in front of that shelf. So it'll be on the book talks. All right. If you ever wondered what Star Geeking Out looks like, you've now seen it. Okay. So she had some Christmas sweaters. And these are what, and I don't mean this offensively. I mean it cute. I mean it with all respect and the fact that they're cute. I've always called these like the old lady Christmas sweatshirts. And I've always done really well with them on eBay. So these are cats playing in the snow. It's got a color. These are things like Keith's grandma would wear. I'll be wearing in a couple years. More kitties. And more kitties. We've got some windbreakers. Those were all just like generic, regular, whatever brands. But the sweatshirts with the really good graphics, the Christmas graphics, I've always done well with, and I'll buy them for $1. Doesn't matter the brand. The same with these. These are just like tracksuits, jackets. Champion. They are Champion. And Bowie. Oh my. We are going to have a problem here because I'm going to have to be keeping stuff. Okay, this isn't my size. We're safe. Hey, it's a Goosebumps sweatshirt. So on the back, it has Horrorland, and on the front, it just says Goosebumps. Pull over with the kangaroo pocket. We've got Ren and Stimpy. Y'all remember them? It's got Nickelodeon on the sleeve. We've got a PlayStation long sleeve shirt, which is Keith's size, but when I was going through the stuff with her, I told him about this, and he doesn't like long sleeve, so he doesn't get it. And by the way, Jay did wash all of this. So if you're wondering, why I'm not going to wash it, or you think you're going to call me out for being a hypocrite, no, she did have all of this cleaned before I was even looking at it and before it was shipped. In fact, as I was doing the shopping in her closet, the dryer was going in the background as she was drying loads. So it is clean. got, this is H&M Divided, but it's a nice puffy coat. We've got, oh, if you saw me sneak something over here, I'm saving it for last. This is Kirkland, which is Sam's Club, but for $1, you know, I would pick this up at the thrift. For $1 from a friend, sure, all day long. It's a nice, thick windbreaker back jacket. This is, I don't know. I went shopping back in November and I picked out everything I wanted. And then we decided that she was going to start shipping after the holidays because it's a lot for people to do in addition to the holidays. But I know that I saw everything unless she just threw some stuff in there, which she said she did do. But this is a nice, it's a trench coat. It's got that material, like it's meant for like rain and stuff. I promise I will write better titles and descriptions than, hey, this is like a jacket. All right, this is North Face. Pretty stoked about this one. This is, I want to say the size to use, size small. It's the Wind Stopper. So I'm really excited about this jacket. This jacket by itself might pay for this whole box, this one box. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know down below. Don't forget to join my Facebook group, Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. And thank you so much for this little special surprise that was in the box, Jay. I really love this so much. So cute. Little bookshelf with little books because I'm a little nerd. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.